This is Brews N Bros episode number 52.
The big 5-2.
We're doing another Poolside Pod.
Yes, sir.
Not a Poolside Pie.
Yeah.
That's maybe next week.
I caught that. You caught that. Yeah. Poolside Pie. Yeah, why not?
Doing some pale ales.
Fantastic.
And a little something different. You know, on this pod, we like to educate, our beer brothers and sisters. So we're going to bring up some famous beer lawsuits.
Okay, interesting. Can't wait.
Ready for this, Don?
Yes, sir.
Two brothers.
3 beers.
Let's go! I'm the Bruiser.
I'm the Don Ernesto.
We got pale ales, and I've always said that if we're going to hit the grail for me,
Sure.
it's probably going to be a pale ale.
I agree with you.
So
Yep.
for the grail, right? We're
Yep.
trying to get something obviously that has some flavor.
For sure.
We want something that's crushable.
Yep.
And we want something that, what's the other one? Right? We always forget. The afterbite. Yeah, it's not something that's just smooth all the way through.
Correct.
And bonus points if we have aroma.
Yes, I know you're big on that. Like, you want to crack that can. And we've had them in the past. You want to crack that can, and if it's just that boom whiff of whatever they're saying on the can, smacks you in the nose.
They're pale ales.
Yes.
I better get some fucking aroma
I hope
today,
so.
right? Like,
I'm
need
just reading the first description over here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay,
you know what?
Let's go.
Why don't you get right into it? Tell us
Sure.
about this beer. The first one, first on the docket,
Yes.
we've got the 20 Hazy Years IPA with lactose by Silversmith. You know, one of our faves, 6.5%. Go ahead and talk about that one, Don.
For sure. So this unfiltered, New England-styled India Pale Ale is crafted using premium hops, flaked oats, and lactose, creating a hazy IPA. Pours a hazy golden color with generous notes of tropical fruit and hoppy character, and enjoy chilled with grilled meats, fresh fruit salads, and cream cheese.
So, a couple of things here.
Yeah.
Right. So, I'm hoping that we're going to get some of that fruitiness,
right.
a little bit of hoppiness. When
Yep.
hopefully we get some aroma.
For sure.
We also, I don't even know if they can see it in the camera right now, but I didn't quite make a fruit salad. But I got a couple of ingredients that you usually see in a fruit salad. We got some watermelon and we got some grapes.
Perfect.
So we
said from the beginning we want to start pairing foods with some of our beer and see if it's true, right?
We'll take a sip. Just on its own, and then we'll take a sip and have a bite of some of the fruit. And
I love this golden color. Sorry to cut you off. I'm already seeing that. It's nice golden color.
All right, so the Don's already happy.
And I'm happy to get my taste buds back. I feel bad. Last episode.
Yeah, I was going to say the sours were bang, bang, bang with the aroma, with flavor.
Yeah, and I didn't taste anything or smell anything, and it was awful.
Maybe we'll talk a little bit about that when we go live again at the end of the pod. I think we're going to try doing that again.
Yes, of course.
Tonight.
Yep.
So I'm going to smell this.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah,
those citrusy notes for sure.
Citrus comes out first.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a traditional style of an IPA.
Yeah, okay. Nice hazy golden color to it, like they've stated.
I'm going to let it dissipate for a couple seconds here.
Sure.
And I'm going to bring up our first talking point here. So, remember, these are the famous beer lawsuits that I'm going to go over. I have, how many of it? 1, 2, 3, 4, and a bonus, I think. Or 1, 2, 3, and a bonus.
Yeah, 3 and a bonus.
And so, bear with me. It's a little bit, like, a lot of literature I got to read today. Hopefully, my eyesight. Hopefully, I don't have to go get my reading glasses.
I can take over for if you want.
You might have to, but we'll see. So, there has been a conflict that has gone on for centuries between the brewery that gave birth to Budweiser, which is Anheuser-Busch,
yes,
and a Czech brewery, which is Budweiser, which has been around since the 13th century and is named after a city in the Czech Republic, right? Okay. So this is this is their name, basically.
Legit.
Yeah. So basically, the Czech brewery wasn't happy that Aldfus Busch, right, the co-founder of Anheuser-Busch, started calling the beer Budweiser in the USA.
Oh.
So in 1939, the two breweries came to a settlement that Anheuser-Busch would use the name Budweiser in North America only, while breweries from Bohemia could use the name in Europe.
Okay.
However,
interesting. Okay.
The last I read through it was that Anheuser-Busch isn't happy with this deal anymore, and they want the Budweiser name all to itself, right? In American fashion,
absolutely,
right? It's the big,
they want it all.
massive company,
they want it all.
They want all the pie. They want all the pie, but so that's how it's going to go today with these talking points. Talk a little bit about the some lawsuits. I'm ready to taste this one though, and I got Yes.
Let's
Ready?
go. Cheers.
All right. Cheers. Oh yeah. The citrus is coming out.
Oh, very much so.
The hoppiness is on a higher level, but it's smooth, right? So you're getting the hop and you're getting that citrus in your mouth, filling up your mouth with that flavor and that aroma right off the bat.
To your point, like very, very smooth. I'm almost getting like I'm almost tasting that lactose.
Lactose. Okay.
Are you feeling that? Like right in the back of the afterbite? If
take
you
another
taste
sip
that, taste it. Yeah. Something's going on there.
I think the lactose helps.
That smoothness?
Yeah, I think the lactose helps to just smooth it out, right? There's no sharp, notes in terms of any of the flavors. Blended perfectly. I say blended perfectly all the time. This one is blended perfectly. So we took a couple of sips.
Sure.
And as it said, fruit salad,
all right?
Right?
Let's go.
So, I'm going to grab a piece of watermelon. I'm going to grab a grape. I'm going to pop it in my mouth.
Sure, I'm going to grab the same.
Okay. And... my wife out there, I said, please go inside because the microphones pick up, all of the noise, and she's coughing. She decides she's going to work outside. So I'm going to take a bite here. Okay. So,
did you have a grape too?
I did. I popped it in grape. Here, pass it. Get another grape.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, yeah. I don't know how this is going to translate on the podcast.
All right.
Eating food. Okay, so we had a couple of grapes. We had a piece of the watermelon. We're going to sip the beer
pieces
now.
of lactose floating
Got
in
the
there.
lactose floating around.
All right.
And that's interesting. Did it highlight it for you? Did it elevate?
You know what? I'm going to say a little bit.
Hey, right? I think Silversmith wasn't messing around. They didn't just write it on there because they felt like writing it on there. Let's take another bite of this watermelon. But...
It does pair well. It's nice and fresh.
Hey,
it's refreshing.
Brews.
Refreshing fruit.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm probably gonna bump up this beer a couple of points because they said, have it with some, fruit salad. I think it's enhancing this experience for me a little bit.
I think so too.
All right, so
is this like a dessert beer?
I don't think it's a dessert beer, but maybe not. Well, because you're saying you would use Italians definitely have fruit at the end.
I'm saying after dinner maybe.
Have a cannoli, have
light.
Some fruit.
It's light. It's smooth. Mm-hmm. It's not hitting you like a normal pale ale.
Yeah, but it just works.
Right.
Yeah, taking that bite of the watermelon and then, taking a sip of the beer, do it. Try it, right? We're encouraging all our brothers, beer brothers and sisters out there, right? If it says on the can, and we go through it, we talk to you about, how important it is to read the can, read the label, right? They're telling you about the beer. They're telling you what you should pair the beer with, right? They're the experts. They created the beer, right?
For sure.
So,
and I'm sorry, it also says with grilled meats, so not so much a dessert beer, but I mean, you could have it after dinner with some fruit, but also with your grilled meats and creamy cheeses. So that could even like an appetizer, right?
Creamy cheese.
You have like a cheese board.
Well, I was thinking about cheese. I did have some Philadelphia cream cheese in there. But what are we gonna do? Just eat it like that, like out of the
no. But
piece?
Yeah.
No, and then I didn't have time to grill any meat, so I am gonna make some ribs this weekend. But that's I'll smoke those ribs maybe for the next podcast.
Yes,
right,
for
with
sure.
Some ribs
tonight. I did some nice thin strip loins on the barbecue.
Oh, there you go.
Fast fried. Thank God, Don. I should have brought those.
See, I didn't. Okay, I got to coordinate with you. I got to got to start asking the Don, what did you make for dinner? Because if it's going to pair with these beers, you're going to have to bring them over.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to take another sip, but I think I'm ready to break this thing. Awesome way to start off our
and
third
Silversmith
Poolside
never
Pod.
disappoints.
Silversmith,
never disappoints.
We keep going back, constantly, consistently. It's a staple in this area for sure. But again, so this was the 20 Hazy Years Hazy IPA with Lactose by Silversmith. I'm loving the way we're starting out this podcast. I love IPAs.
Yo, man.
I'm hoping I'm going to give some big scores today.
All right,
here we go.
Let's do it.
3, 2, 1. 8.1 from the Don Ernesto. Yes. 8.1 from me, the Bruiser. 8 to start off.
Well deserved.
Right?
100%.
Love it.
Love it.
Find out what beer we got next.
Yes.
When we come back.
Nice.
We're back.
We back.
We started off with the bang with that first IPA from Silversmith.
No doubt. Silversmith never disappoints.
So. I have a big smile on my. Hopefully, the smile just stays on my face for the rest of the podcast because I love
this is a big one for me because Superfan Joe, who we haven't talked to in a while,
he got the next beer, right?
He went down east,
did.
out east, and he got it from New Brunswick here.
You've been looking forward to this beer for a little while, but let's pause for a second.
All right,
we got to
sorry
talk about
that.
the. So we got the beer manual,
Yes.
right? It's on sale at Amazon. How to get your bro into craft beer.
Get your hands on it. I think it's a great literature and read for someone who wants to get into the craft beer world.
But join the challenge.
Yeah.
Right? So the craft beer conversion challenge is what I'm calling it.
Okay.
Right? Because, I love now that my mother-in-law drinks IPAs.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yes.
She, before because she used to make that. There's that one girl on Instagram. I think I had to unfollow her because she just takes a sip of the IPA, whatever. She makes that face. And I think she's faking now because you can't possibly try that many IPAs and think to yourself they all taste the same.
Well, it's
and,
all for hits, right? She's just doing it for hits,
sure.
yeah.
So, but my mother-in-law, that's what the face that she gave, right? So she was just like, it's hoppy, whatever. But now all of a sudden, right?
Sure. And I think with our taste buds evolving, I think you now know what she would go for, what she would like, right? Which is great.
She likes something a little bit more floral. She likes the aroma, right? So
Okay.
if I give her something that, had some aroma right off the bat, she likes a little citrus,
Sure.
right?
Well,
so if I can give her something like that has an IBU, a little bit lower,
Sure.
The bitterness unit that's a little bit lower than,
Well, she's an
20,
avid. She loves
between
wine,
20 and
right?
30.
So she loves the aroma aspect of it. So it just fits with brew beers too.
So this manual will help you with that.
Yes.
Right? So I've been collecting, research and information on my mother-in-law for forever.
Yeah.
And it finally led her to trying some IPAs. And I finally found the sweet spot for her.
Nice.
So, it's good.
You can do the same, guys.
You can do the same.
Do the same
You can do the
for your
same.
bros
Check
and
it out.
sisters.
It's
Yes.
available on
Yeah.
Amazon.
Let's do it.
All right, I'm not going to wait any longer because
All right.
the Don is salivating. He's been looking forward to this beer.
Well, this is a lot of pressure too because Superfan,
I know, but he knows we're going to give it an honest ranking, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, he knows.
Yeah.
Okay, so second on the docket, we got the Big Axe Green-Eyed Pale Ale. So it's by Big Axe Brewery, 4.2 New Brunswick, right?
Yes, out of New Brunswick.
So we're venturing out of Ontario, right?
Otis Drive, Nakawik.
Okay.
Nakawik.
Oh, he's going to get mad at you that you didn't pronounce that properly, right?
Lord Tundra and Jesus. He's going to get mad at me. Okay, New Brunswick, okay.
So tell us what they're saying about this beer. Okay.
Oh, I almost dropped the glass. Brewed in honor of our troops who served and have served, we introduce our green-eyed pale ale, an aroma of candy orange. Mouths with flavors of fresh fruit and citrus pith.
Yeah. Oh, the pith again.
Pith.
Yeah.
Okay, pith. Yeah, giving way to a sweet maltiness and palate cleansing. I love this. Bitterness.
Okay. Sweet, right? But bitterness is in there. Candy
orange.
They're saying it's going to pour in candy orange right now.
An aroma. Yeah.
Is it going to have a little orange when I pour it in?
I don't know. I know aroma of candy orange melds with flavors of fresh fruit and citrus, giving way to sweet maltiness and bitterness.
I know we don't talk about the can very often.
Oh my
anymore,
god! I can see this color right now. Like
you already, yeah. Okay.
can.
Oh, it is. Okay. Yes. Love it.
Oh, Big Axe.
People say beer is beer.
Yeah,
right?
okay.
You watch movies and they walk up to the bar and give me a beer.
Yeah, give me a beer.
What are you going to give you? Right? Because if I give you this, is this what you were expecting? Or,
give me a beer, yeah.
Whoa, that's not the color I thought the beer was going to be. It's right. Because this is a fucking good beer.
Yes.
I can tell you right now, I'm going to like this.
Give me a beer. Oh, you're going to love this. The color is right up your alley. Nice caramel head on it.
I'm not even going to wait. I want to smell
that's a nice distinct smell there.
Oh, sweetness. You know what it is?
You know what I smell? I'm smelling the.
What are you smelling?
I'm smelling the maltiness on that.
I'm smelling toffee.
Are you okay?
I'm getting some toffee.
Along the same.
Oh, the bonus points right there.
Ooh,
All right,
Superfan Joe.
You got a bonus point right there. Right. So wherever I'm at, it might be a 6.1 with the bonus point. I don't know, but
are we doing a talking point?
Yeah, I'm going to go to this.
Okay.
No. I'm going to take a step first. I don't want to wait any longer. I have a feeling this is one of those ones that's going to take, 1 sip, 2 sips, 3 sips.
And you know what, bro? I'm smelling that orange.
Orange sweetness. You know what? Crunchy. You know the crunchy chocolate bar? Oh, right. That's what it's like reminding me of. I don't know what it is, but on Brews N Bros, we give it to you straight. I don't give a shit if that's what Big Axe was not. They weren't going for that. That's what I smell, and it's a pleasant smell, so that's good. All right,
Orange mouths. Go.
I didn't even cheers because I just had to dig in. Let's do a cheers now. And holy shit, the amount of flavors that are going on right now. Joe Nicholson was like, I got to give Brews N Bros this beer.
You know what? He brought back 3 or 4 different types of beers.
Okay.
And this one, this one's great.
Wow, I got to ruminate over that one for a little bit.
I'm gonna take a sip.
So much going on.
Oh my god!
All right, this one here, I think Canadians in general, but bro, you're gonna love this one. Okay, so there was a lawsuit again against Anheuser-Busch.
Oh my god!
But this one was the lawsuit that claimed Anheuser-Busch waters down Budweiser. Legit, like waters it down.
Waters it down.
Okay?
Okay.
So listen to this. In 2013, there was a class action accusing Anheuser-Busch of watering down its beer and misrepresenting the alcohol content. This included Bud Light, Bud Light Lime, Budweiser, and a few other beers. Basically, now this is being pulled out of thin air. Okay? Sure. Former employees alleged that the company regularly watered down its beer to increase profits. The class action suit was thrown out in 2014. They probably paid him off. No, I don't want to. No slander here. No slander.
No. We don't do that.
But deeming its products were within the acceptable limit. But here's the thing. And I even wrote it down here, bro, right? Canadian beer brothers and sisters, we've always suspected that, big American breweries, the pissy stuff that we used to drink.
Oh, yeah.
Is watered down.
For sure.
Right? Even if it was the same, like Bud Light,
Coors.
Then you cross the border, have a Bud Light there, and it never tasted the same.
Yeah.
I've been on a couple of cruises, too. And, it's just weird. I'm like, this does not taste the same.
Interesting.
Right?
Well, there's all those things online that I've seen on Instagram where they're getting the original beer somewhere, say it came from Europe, and then they get it to the States, and they compare both. I think the big one for me was Guinness.
Okay, yes,
and the Irish guy, the Irish beer was way more flavorful and was authentic, and then you get the American and it's kind of flat, right?
I can't wait any longer. I got to take another sip and smell it. Oh, I'm smelling the crunchy. Who likes crunchy chocolate bars out there?
Okay,
because this is what it is.
I'm getting that orange aroma like it says. I mean, you can get crunchy if you want. Get crunchy.
Okay. I haven't really described it. You're going to have to help me, bro, because there's so much going on, but it's smooth.
Oh, it's smooth.
Right. You got the hoppiness. You know what I'm going to get? I'm going to get a teleprompter eventually. Right? I want to get my teleprompter. I'm going to, touch so I can get my bar graph because, again, you got the hoppiness, right? But then it blends, right? It's like not sharp, right? So I want you to picture this.
Are you getting any of those, like, the bitterness tones on the end?
Yes.
Okay, good.
But it's like... Okay, here's what I want to say. It's not spiking like this. It's like, it's not like, ooh, florals, ooh, citrus, ooh, bitter. Smooth.
Yes.
I agree with you. Smooth, right?
I agree with you on that.
It's elevated.
Sure. This is fantastic.
Everything that they said it was, right? And that candy, what did they say with the aroma? That candy?
Aroma of candy orange melts.
Candy orange. I don't know what that is, but whatever it is.
Melts?
You told me the candy bar. I'm thinking of the candy bar crunchy when I'm drinking this thing.
But I'm getting the orange. Like that first sniff I took when the can opened was that candy orange was there. You're getting a fruit and citrus pith or pith. Yeah. Giving way to a sweet. I'm getting more of that, like the sweet maltiness, bro. Maybe is this grail worthy for you?
Man, this is a good beer.
Close?
This is a good beer. I'm going to tell you right now, this will be my highest score of this season.
Okay, sure. I agree with you. I agree. This could be
We're definitely not at Barstool level with Portnoy. Portnoy was like...
We have an issue.
What's happened?
How are we going to get this beer if it's
yes. Tell me. No. Did he give us more than 2?
Not of this time.
Not of this one. Okay, anyways.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Here's the thing, right? We know that when Portnoy talks about a pizzeria, if he gives it a high score, then there's a lineup around the corner. That pizza place. It just goes crazy, right? Yeah. So Big Axe, is that what it is?
Big Axe,
right? The Brews N Bros are loving this beer right now.
100%,
right? And you're right. Like this is we usually don't venture out of the Ontario beers.
You're right.
That's what we've got.
Yeah.
But Joe Nicholson...
We'll take beer anytime. He offered. And I'm like, okay, get us a 6-pack.
We're going to review it. Yep. I'm going to take one more swig.
I'm ready, bro. You go ahead.
I'm almost like in a daze right now. Like I don't... Yeah.
Because you're all about flavor.
Yeah. It's like I can't... It's like I convulsing. I can't handle it right now.
Everything that they said on the literature was bang on.
It is.
You love that.
It is.
They're true to what it is. This is a banger.
Because when they're describing it like that and then it falls flat, and we've had that.
Sure.
Right? You're like,
Yeah, like you're putting all this effort into writing this stuff, and you don't. Okay,
bro, I don't know.
It's enough. Come on.
Okay,
you're ready. You're ready. You know what you're doing.
The uniqueness of this beer, it's just the smoothness where you got the hops, got a little bitterness for the Don here, right? The Don,
I love it. On the back end.
Yeah,
I feel it.
I'm gonna get you some bitters, eventually. Bitter beers for sure. You know what? I don't even know why. Pass me that grape. Yeah, just I don't know. I want to try a grape.
Okay.
Maybe this is gonna elevate it into a 9. No, I'm just joking.
We've never had one of those.
All right, I'm gonna try a grape.
Okay.
It didn't say anything about pairing it with anything, but
I mean, I think a grape.
I guess it's only fair because we did it with the Silversmith beer, so this is just like it's so pleasant. I almost. I'm going to say this for a second. I'm almost disappointed we're not in the studio.
Okay.
Remember, I always talk about just the aroma filling up the room.
Yeah.
I bet you this would have.
Okay.
Outside, it's a little different, but
we'll never know.
It's almost like but it's there. The aroma's there. The flavor's there.
Oh, definitely. I said to you when I cracked it open,
Big Axe. My Ontario, my American beer brothers and sisters. Big Axe.
Let's go. If you're going out east,
fucking beer.
Go out east.
Let's go try it.
Let's go.
All right. I think I got to rank this thing.
All right.
Just wondering.
I think I'm on the same page as you here, and these might be.
It's just
you're
good.
thinking of what? Is it a decimal point?
It's got aroma. It's got flavor. It's got just enough hops. Got a little bitter in there.
It's an all-around banger, man.
Here's the thing.
I think it hits the.
Can I say this
does it hit the grail for you?
I want to say this.
That's what you got to say.
Because now we just got back from our New York trip. We tried a number of beers from the Bronx, from Brooklyn, and all that. Okay.
Yeah.
We didn't get anything like this.
No.
Right? We didn't get anything like this.
No.
All right.
No.
Here we go.
Okay.
Again, and thanks to Joe Nicholson.
Superfan Jordan, Lord Thunder and Jesus. We always say that when we see each other.
Big Axe Green-Eyed Pale Ale by Big Axe Brewery. Here we go.
He's going to love this.
3,
2,
1. 8.6
Wow.
8 from me, the Bruiser.
Is it the biggest ever?
I don't know.
I think it
I'm not sure.
You got to go in the archives.
Maybe. I'm going to have to dig deep and see. Did I give anything an 8.8 in the past?
I'm telling you right now. That's the biggest score I think you've given.
I got the Eric Lindros right there. 88, I guess.
Yeah, you're good.
Wow.
Fantastic.
You better close us out because I'm in a daze.
All right, folks. That was beer number 2. When we come back, we got beer number 3, and we'll talk about some other stuff as well.
Check it out.
Ooh.
We're back.
Oh, we are so back.
I'm still thinking about that last beer. Holy shit.
Yeah,
Big
fantastic.
Axe.
Good job, Joe Nicholson. Big Axe is not joking around.
And should we let them in? Should we let them in on the secret, Don?
Sure.
We usually will keep the best for last, in a sense, right?
Right.
So, we kept this last beer. I was thinking, it has everything that we're looking for in a beer. So I wanted to keep it last, but then we just had that fucking banger of a beer. So we had to go and rinse out our mouth. We've never done that before. We went into my house. We
cleanse it.
Yeah. I had to drink some water. I want to make sure it's true.
But anyways. I was feeling kind of, I agree with you. We had to clean it out because if this one is anything like the last one.
Anyways, we had a bunch of sponsors to get through.
Let's do it.
Newest sponsor, Demo Dogs, residential demolition.
You need to smash something.
Smash.
Clean
Crash.
Crash.
Get out of your house.
Yep.
I got the information on Instagram for you, so check them out.
For sure.
We also have Fuel Digital Designs. I think you can see it now. I think I finally got the camera so you can see.
The splash wall needs to come out here.
Right? No splash wall yet. Right? But he's got actually big things in the works. He's got another splash wall for A&W coming up.
Nice.
I saw some of his prints that he's doing. Fantastic. So he's awesome.
Yep.
And Niagara Craft Brewery Tour. Stumbled that one.
Yeah, still time, guys. Take advantage. Brews N Bros. Pop in that promo code BREWSN BROS right in there. 20% off.
20%.
Come on.
20. Go.
And they got everything.
Stretch out this summer, guys.
Woo.
Right?
Let's go. Right.
Go and do a tour.
Steve and the guys will take care of you so much. Let's go.
All right. Last On the docket, we've got the close to home All Ontario Pale Ale by Brimstone.
I love this name.
It's a 4.2%. Don, you got some literature to talk about.
For sure. Nothing crazy, a little bit smaller than the rest, but hey, brewed with 100% Ontario ingredients, this pale is bright and refreshing and the perfect mix of flavor and drinkability. Could this be the ultimate
I think it's good.
ale?
All right, let's pour it in. I got 2 lawsuits I'm going to talk about.
You got a bonus one?
Yeah, I got a bonus one in there.
right.
I had to put in there. So this is pouring in.
Look at that pour.
Right, little haze.
Love it.
You know I like that haze.
Oh my God, you
All right.
love this haze. This guy's going to give this a 10.
Oh my God. I didn't even realize. Holy
Look at
cow.
that, bro.
I don't know. It's not going to translate. Now we got is it dusk yet? Is that basically?
I think it's after 6, right?
Yeah, is that what it is?
It's after 6, yeah.
Oh, it's like, is it creamsicle like? I don't know.
It does actually look like a nice popsicle creamsicle.
It doesn't. It's subtle.
It's subtle, yeah. It doesn't state that in here, though,
Yeah.
right? Flavor and drinkability.
Little
That's
citrus, you know,
what it's going for, okay?
but it's
That's
got
what
the
it's going for.
distinctive haze. But okay, I'll let
I'm
it sit
talking
there.
about refreshing. Let it permeate for you, like
just
you
for
say.
a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go.
All right.
My second. Well, I got
Third lawsuit.
and then I got a bonus.
Okay.
Foster's beer. So Foster's, not made in Australia. Lawsuit.
Ooh.
All right. Foster's beer has forever been connected to Australia. However, Foster's isn't actually popular down under. It isn't even brewed in Australia.
Oh.
Okay. It's actually produced by Miller's Coors in Texas.
Okay.
2017 lawsuit against Miller's Coors asserting that the marketing campaign for the beer made it seem like it was brewed in Australia.
Okay.
There are many cultural references, kangaroos, the Southern Cross that's on the flag, blah, blah, blah. Right? Miller Coors disagreed. They pointed out that there was disclosure on the packaging about the place and the production. In the end, the court sided with Miller Coors.
Wow.
Stating that the disclaimer overshadowed any illusions that the beer was brewed in Australia.
Wow.
But when I just said it there, you thought definitely it was brewed in Australia.
I
right?
thought for sure.
Foster's, right?
Yes.
We have Outback Steakhouse.
Yes.
I think that the freaking, the restaurants, like, come and have a Foster's,
I
right?
guess so.
Outback, right?
Was it? I've never been to Outback. Did they have Foster's?
Andrew and I
there?
went when it first opened. There's one
Okay.
in the Falls.
All right.
Schooner. They were advertising
Schooners,
legit.
yes.
I could have added to this lawsuit, I guess, right?
Yes.
Schooner of Foster's, right, at Outback Steakhouse, right?
Yes.
So, you make the connection if you want. They lost.
My
right?
first schooner was on a ship, on a cruise ship.
Well, do you remember what the beer was? You can tell us.
Oh
It's okay.
my God!
I won't hold it against you.
No, I can't. No.
No, you didn't want to say it.
No, I don't even remember.
Oh,
Because
do
it was
you
on my
remember?
honeymoon. It was in the Mediterranean.
Yeah.
Who knows? It could be I could say Peroni. If you
Okay,
want.
let's pretend it's Peroni because
Okay.
I can deal with Peroni. All right, I'm gonna take a sip, and then I'm gonna do a bonus.
Okay, yeah.
'Cause I'm looking at this and.
Just smell that in there. I am getting something. You're getting
citrusy in there.
But are you looking at this is beyond a haze? This is like
bro. I'm getting like what you said, like that creamsicle.
right. It's a creamsicle. It's like they poured that
looks-
popsicle into a glass.
This looks
and that's
delicious
it.
just
Yeah.
looking at
Yeah.
it.
All right,
I mean, I'm gonna pour some more in here.
All right.
And just top
Bro.
it up. But okay.
cheers.
Okay,
I
you're
got
too excited for me.
I got to sip it now. I got it right now. Right now. It's different than the last one, but how much of a burst of freaking freshness was that?
That is good. That is good.
It was
I'm getting a little bit more bitterness.
and you got
Doesn't
some
state it,
bitterness.
but I'm getting more bitterness
And you got
in
some
here.
bitterness there at but in a good way,
Not
right?
overpowering. Yes, not overpowering. No.
I almost so we have to remember that Don likes bitter beers now. We didn't know that, right? Until I started. I'm like, I kept on. I started plugging him at season 1. Bro, we got to do sours. Oh, I don't like sours. I don't think why are we gonna do sours? I'm gonna give him like 0.0.
And now what's in my fridge? I just went to get a couple of sours.
Right?
It's funny.
So when he says bitter, actually it makes me smile because I know that maybe the Don is enjoying it. He's digging it. Okay,
I'm digging this.
I'm gonna take another sip and then
It's
I'm
a
gonna go.
mix of flavors, bro.
Mix
of flavors. It's drinkable.
Yeah.
100%. I agree.
The thing is, this is one that you can definitely. Did I even say what it was? Close to home, All Ontario Pale
Yes, you
Ale
did.
by
Yes, you did.
Brimstone,
Of course,
4.2.
yeah, of course you did.
All right, just want to say it again, just in case. Okay.
It's nice and light too, though.
Yeah.
It's nice and light.
That's what I'm saying. For a 4.2, I think that's the surprising aspect of this, right? You know, you get a little weary when you're having something that's that light.
Yeah, but when I mean light too, I mean like it's light, it's refreshing, crisp, it goes smooth.
Yeah.
There's that hint of bitterness on the back end, which it doesn't state that, but I'm getting that.
I know what you're saying, Don. This is nowhere close to a fucking trunk beer.
No.
Nowhere fucking close, right?
No way.
No.
We're not popping this when we're finished playing hockey in the parking lot.
It's not staying in the fucking
I mean,
trunk.
I would.
I want this to be
but
cold and crisp.
Yeah.
Just like we drank it.
Right.
You know, my fridge out here gets these glasses so frosty,
my
so
gosh.
cold. It was perfect pour.
And honestly, this is the perfect beer for what the setting is right here, right now,
It is.
tonight, with the pool
It
behind
is.
us.
You know?
Yeah, I'm bringing
Okay.
my trunks next time.
Bonus right here. I had to throw this in because I wanted some Canadian. You know, we're obviously Canadian, and
Yes.
we feature Ontario beers on this
Yeah.
podcast. So
Yes.
I want to throw in some Canadian because I found this one interesting when I was doing some research today. The Tragically Hip, okay? Gord Downey,
Gord Downey, yes.
R.I.P.
Yep.
sues Mill Street Brewery over their 100th Meridian beer.
Okay.
So
after their song,
the band claimed Mill Street tried to profit off the fame and goodwill and reputation of the band. There were media posts by Mill Street that tried to associate the 100th Meridian Lager with the band. Also, Mill Street, the brew pub in St. John's, Newfoundland. Oh, maybe when we go on our trip, we got to check this out too. They broadcasted the final concert of the Hip live. Right?
Yeah.
And had specials on pints of the 100th Meridian Lager during the show. So,
okay.
I want to throw that in there. Here's the only thing. All the other ones I gave you the, I guess, the decisions that were made on those lawsuits. I couldn't find out if they won this lawsuit or not.
So there's nothing online that you can find.
No.
What happened?
I just found
maybe
a
it's
good-
still ongoing.
Well, maybe, but it was like 2021. So I'm
Wow.
like, really? Like, it seems pretty clear cut to me
I
that.
can't believe he passed away. So
Yeah.
has it been
I don't-
since 2021 since he passed away?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because they were saying that the final concert and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I would say so, yeah.
Crazy.
But I want to throw that in there because we've been talking lawsuits and, we wanted to bring up the Canadian
That is
hip.
good.
How
Canadian.
you can't get more
you can't.
Canadian than
You
that,
can,
right?
you can,
So,
yeah.
shout out to the hip. of
Shout
course.
out.
All right.
Actually, fair enough. Like you say, like last year I went to go see a cover band in Fort Erie at
and
the
then-
racetrack.
okay.
And they're called Strictly Hip. They're
Strictly
out of
Hip.
Buffalo. though.
Yeah. I've
Out
seen
of
them
Buffalo,
before,
though.
too. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
rocked the house. And
Yeah.
they're back again. I would love to go see those
my
guys.
Buffalo Beer brothers. I know you guys love the hip too. We used to cross the border, go to Darien Lake to see them all the time.
Yes.
Crushing whatever beers you guys had, at the concert. The
hope it
lawn
wasn't
seats,
Bud
and
Light,
just
Bud
whatever it
Light.
was, whatever. Maybe it wasn't Bud. All right, I gotta take another swig.
All right.
and I hope I'm doing this justice because it is different than the Big Axe, but this is a fucking solid beer.
The color looks, it almost looks like a pineapple, if I could say that. Does it?
This one just like
It's very hazy though.
I'm doing your finger test, and I don't see anything.
there's a line from Seinfeld, so.
Here we
They're
go.
very awkward sitting at the a dinner table. They've been invited to dinner. Elaine and Jerry are sitting there,
Yeah.
and they don't know what to talk about. It's just awkward. And Elaine's drinking. She's eating peas.
Okay.
Peas. Nobody likes
All
fucking
right.
peas.
Yeah.
Right? Peas. They're bursting with country fresh flavor. She says. That's all. I don't know. Every time I sip this, it's in my head.
Is that
It's
in your head?
bursting with country fresh flavor. Right.
Man, I swear to God, when I'm sitting there and these Seinfeld episodes come, I have to send them to you because it's like they make me piss
but
my pants, and I just never really. I don't want to say not respected. I always thought Jerry was funny and this show was amazing, but now coming from you, like you're a huge fan.
Yeah.
I look at him now and I'm like, these guys were fantastic, and I love watching those snippets of Kramer and Jerry and when they break character and like how do you stay?
That's the thing.
How do you stay?
Yeah,
in
they
your
crack
element,
themselves.
right?
Yeah,
and George is just on another
just laughing,
level.
laughing the whole fucking
Frank
time.
Costanza,
One of my
Jerry
favorite characters.
Stiller.
Jerry
Honestly,
Stiller, one of my favorite characters as well.
When he was in the mix there,
I'm
rest
jealous.
in peace too to Jerry Stiller. Yeah.
I'm jealous because you were never a massive fan. It's like you're almost experiencing these for the first time.
Well,
Right?
it's not even
And-
that. Yeah, like I don't say. Listen, I'm not a fan, but
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan.
You'll be eventually.
I'll
keep talking about it on the
honestly, not
podcast.
so much in depth like you. Like I don't know
Wow.
every episode.
I was
of every,
obsessed. Yeah, I'll
no,
admit, I
for
was
sure.
obsessed.
Yeah, would I pop in the DVDs and start watching them again? 100%, because I like the show. It's fantastic.
I'm trying to decide about this beer for a second, because the last beer, even though I rinsed out my mouth, I'm supposed to put it out of my head. It's still in the back of my brain for a
Brew,
second.
I am trying to do the same thing because I'm stalling here because I don't know what to do.
Because if you brought me that beer to my table, I always try to picture I'm at a bar, restaurant. You bring me this beer, I try that Big Axe, and I'm like, what the fuck did I just try? This one is like, holy cow, I can just drink this. I could just drink and drink and drink. I don't know how many of these you put in front of me. I'll just keep drinking it.
Yeah.
Because it has
You
just
gave a
enough
monster
flavor.
score to the last one.
I know.
This is difficult for you. I get it. But
Am I going to have to drink the whole beer for the first time to actually get my
To get your
score?
final
Because I
say?
don't know yet.
Okay.
Do you have anything to talk about for a second here? Because I still don't fucking know. Not to put the Don on the spot.
You caught me off guard there. For sure, you caught
I'm
me
just
off guard.
joking. But honestly,
that's okay.
I really don't know yet. I don't know.
And that's okay. That's why we're here.
I am going to say this. It's a good beer.
It is a very good beer, yep.
It's a good beer. Okay. So this close to home, all Ontario Pale Ale.
From Brimstone.
I'm almost a little biased because I love the fact that all of the ingredients are from Ontario.
I love that.
Hops, everything,
love that.
including the water, right out of fucking Niagara Falls. I don't know. So that's a bonus for sure.
For sure.
It's a different kind of beer than the last one, though. The last one was just so flavorful, right?
Yeah, I could be honest with you. I'm not like the last one. To your point,
Was
very
unique.
flavorful, was very unique.
Unique.
Never tasted
Yeah.
something like that in terms of what we tasted.
Yeah, but we
And
weren't
then-
expecting that, right?
No, exactly. And then now this one here is still fantastic.
But that's what I'm saying. It's almost like if we didn't have the last beer and we just had this one for this podcast,
I
right?
think this one
You'd
was-
be like, "Whoo,
Yeah.
smoothness,
I agree
the
with you. I
freshness,
agree with you on
country fresh flavor." Like I said, the crushability factor.
Oh my
hits
God, 100% Ontario grown.
right?
No.
So many notes of the
Yeah.
right. Give me that. Give me that. give me the board. I gotta put it here. I gotta put something down. I guess.
you have to put something.
Yeah.
Here's your marker.
Close to home. All Ontario Pale Ale.
And don't let this sway you. I mean, we finished
No.
all 3 beers this time.
Yeah.
Most of the time,
Yeah.
we do, but there's
Yeah, most of the time we do. You writing? I'm gonna wait till you start writing. I don't know.
No, I gotta
No,
wait. Hang
you
on a
gotta-
second. This is a big. This is
All right. He goes in for another swig. Okay. It's just good.
I don't think I knew it. It's just good.
It's just good.
I can't remember what I gave the last time, but hey.
I think I'm here.
Are you there?
I think so.
Okay. I think I'm there too.
All right. Ready?
Yeah. Can you see that? Okay.
Here we go.
All right.
3, 2, 1. 8.5 from the Don Ernesto. 8.4 from me, the Bruiser.
I think well deserved, bro. Honestly.
Every beer was in the 8s. I
Yeah,
love when it happens on
yeah,
this podcast.
yeah.
I love it.
I think it wasn't, and I don't want to say it was missing something.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't.
They
It
did
wasn't.
exactly what they wanted to do with
Yep.
this beer. So.
Yep.
All right.
Go and get it.
Closing comments
When we come back.
when we come back. We're back.
boom.
Don.
What a fantastic lineup.
I was almost like,
You did the plucking out of the fridge, and you plucked. I mean, Grail, maybe Grail hasn't happened yet, but maybe Grail. Who knows?
but when we give every single beer that we've had touched our lips in the 8s, like, it's a good podcast.
Oh
right?
my gosh, we haven't had those in a while, but it's thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And to say that we're not doing it on normal nights, today's a Thursday.
That's
You know,
right.
we don't
That's
normally
right.
do
We're
it on
doing a deal.
Thursdays, but we're kinda adjust,
That's okay.
adjust our schedule. because
Until
of-
you said it right there, I didn't even think about that. So.
I know, to tell you the truth. I just know that I have to prepare for Wonderland tomorrow, so
No, that's right.
Yep.
Going to Wonderland.
I don't do rides, but
I know. I've been trying to get you on any kind
I
of
always
roller
and
coaster.
every time I go out, like,
It's-
every time I see something like my kids watch it on YouTube,
and they see the roller. I'm like, I can do that. I'm doing it.
I think I got to get you bombed first, and then you'll just go in at
Well,
all the
start
rides
it
with
off
me.
slow. I don't want no doodle Leviathan or Behemoth. Like, get me on like a vortex.
I got to write a manual about that. How to get your bro into roller coasters? Like, you probably could do it.
How to get your bro-in-law into roller coasters? Let me get into a vortex and a bat before I do a Leviathan.
I like it.
Yeah.
Anyways, you know what to do. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. We're all over the place.
Subscribe and hit that little bell there so you get notifications
please.
when our next
interact
episode's on
with
YouTube.
us. You know,
we're
love it. Doing some more live. Actually, we're going to do another live after this podcast.
Yes, join in if you can.
Join in if you can.
Weekly
beer manual. Right, how to get your bro into craft beer. Available on Amazon Canada. Available on Amazon USA. It's there. It'll help you guys. Right, it's fun. It's got a lot of stories in there, beer drinking games in there.
Yes.
We got some, education like we always do, right? We'll talk to you about all these abbreviations, IBU, and all that stuff. That's
it's a very educational, and simplified literature that you can read and give to anybody, right?
Just a gay gift. It's actually, there's some good shit in there. So just go and buy it.
Awesome. I'm having fun, and we'll see you in the after show.
Yeah, I'm ready for the after show. I think I'm looking forward to it. So I think
we can just let loose.
Yeah,
we don't have a script.
Just no script, and we'll just do it. So are we ready to sign off here?
Yes, we are, sir.
2 brothers,
3 beers.
We're out.